Hey guys, Nate with PlayYourCourt.com, and today we're going to talk about how saying 2 words will give you tempo and timing on your serve. Okay guys, so we're talking about 2 words that you can use on your serve that's going to help with the timing and tempo. All right, this video is for Play Your Court members 60 and up. If you're not in the membership, it's an NTRP 3.5 and up. All right, so guys, if you're not in the membership, please check it out. It's super cool. Got an awesome community where you're meeting players of your own skill level, a ton of instruction being fed in there, lots of deals with our affiliates, so check it out. All right, so the 2 words that we're talking about are load and explode. All right, and this is just a tempo, right? Really getting a tempo for timing, because the problem that we're seeing on a lot of serves is a disconnect, a disjointed disconnect with the knee bend. All right, so if this looks familiar, if you're having a serve where you're using your knees to help with the toss, that's gonna create a problem, all right? I know a lot of times like sinking the knees to get the toss up kind of helps lift it, but that's not really what we should be focusing on. We talk about how to properly toss the ball in another video. That's not necessarily what we're gonna talk about today. What we're gonna talk about is really dispelling this myth of whether you should be holding the trophy position, all right? And so it works for some people, it doesn't work for others. What we really should be focusing on here is just not stopping and holding the trophy position. You just work through it. It slowly works through, all right? And then the legs, the way that we're gonna load, all right, we're using this kinetic chain to load, but we're not holding there a long time, all right? It's really hard to store energy in the legs. And I think sometimes the mindset here is, if you imagine like the athletes we see at the Columbine or anything else where they're like testing their high jump, where they're powering and going up, that's not really what we're doing on the serve. What we're doing on the serve is like, imagine the energy that you want to build if you were jumping from the free throw line like Michael Jordan. All right, so you're not using the leg that you're, stepping out on. You're using it still from a platform or pin step, but you are leaning in. The momentum should be going out to the court, and so that load with the legs should be relatively brief. All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna demo a couple kind of inefficient, if you will, incorrect and efficient manners in which we're storing energy in the legs and it's disconnecting the power of the serve. And then we're going to show you the more efficient. I hear some people calling it the lightning bolt serve, a number of other things. But on this, I'm going to show you the cadence of load and explode, how you can better time this and better use the kinetic chain. Let's take a look at those now. All right, guys, so the first one we're going to look at is this motion to where I'm using the toss. I'm using my legs to help me with the toss. And what's happening is we're seeing this, right? And it's just extremely disjointed. I'm loading, I'm popping up, it's causing all kinds of problems. All right, and so then we're gonna address really what we see on the trophy stance. And again, the trophy stance isn't wrong. It's just, think about holding a squat, right? For 5 seconds and what that does to the muscles, the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, right? Like, you can't store energy that long, right? It's quickly moving through that we're creating power. So on this serve, what we're seeing is this load and then trying to get through it. Really hard to time. I'm getting some height, so it helps with trajectory, but my energy is going straight up. We'll take a look at that again. All right, so it's like, I can make it work, but it becomes really complicated, right? I'm going straight up and energy's not getting into the court. So going through a couple shadow swings, we're gonna talk about what the cadence of load and explode does, okay? So it tells you the manner in which you should be, and you see that long pause on the trophy stance. So what we're doing here is we're going load, explode, okay? All right, to show you that again, all right, you can see I'm just kind of going slow through load, load, explode. All right, so I'm not really pausing particularly long, and I'm getting my weight this way. I'm getting into the court, right? Like, I'm not jumping up, I'm getting into the court. All right, so let's take a look at what that serve will look like if we're doing it efficiently. Load, explode. Okay guys, I hope those examples were able to show you the difference with the tempo and timing and how quickly we should be getting up. Now, when we're learning the serve, we want to be able to slow the different parts down, okay? But when we're talking about a higher level serve, all right, when we start looking at open level play, start getting into the 4-5 and the 5-0 and whatnot, we really want to be able to store this energy and release it quickly, all right? If we're storing it for too long, it becomes problematic. If our jump is straight up, it's problematic, all right? If we're bending our knees too early and holding, it becomes problematic, all right? So get out there, work on this, load and explode, get your momentum into the court, all right? And you're just gonna see incredible results in no time. All right guys, so that's all we got for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not in the community, don't go anywhere. Just give me a second. If you're in the community, awesome. But if you're not, check out the membership. All right, hit subscribe, like the video, but please check out the membership. We're gonna link you with players in your area of the same skill level. We've got a ton of instruction tailor-made for you. All right, and we've got this awesome Q&A. If you want more access to Scott and I, check out the community where we can answer the questions that you want answered most. All right, we'll see you soon.